All right, I'm gonna make this mountain bike a little bit nicer to ride, a little bit lighter in the front end, using a carbon fiber handlebars and stem. Stick around, I'll show you how to do it. All right, to make the front end a little bit lighter on this mountain bike, I'm gonna use the RXL SL stem, and then this handlebar setup also from RXL SL, 31.8 millimeter diameter with a 760 millimeter wide distance on there. This one comes at 130 millimeter distance also, a little bit longer stretch for the rider. What you're going to need to do it, what you're going to need to mount the handlebar correctly is going to be some fiber grip paste. This is the carbon fiber paste. When you match carbon fiber material next to carbon fiber material, it's going to give it a little bit of a bite. There's some particles of glass in there, and it's going to make the connection non-slippery. Also needed are going to be a 5 millimeter and 4 millimeter hex wrenches. All right, and finally to finish up, you're going to want a torque wrench to torque down the bolts between 3 and 5 Newton meters. All right, this stem is going to go from the steerer tube to the handlebars. It has a distance of 130 millimeters with a 17-degree sweep. So you can mount this negatively or positively, depending upon how you want to mount it there, what the comfort level you're going for on the rider. So it can be mounted either positive or negative. That's totally up to you. So there that is. This has a 17-degree sweep, and there's also others that have a 6-degree sweep that range from 70 to 130 millimeters in distance there, depending upon what you need. So I've gone ahead and put the new carbon fiber RXL stem on there. You make sure you have enough risers down below to keep it at the right height for when putting the top cap on there. So there it is. A little different on here. There's a 5 millimeter bolt up top and a 4 millimeter on the bottom. And on the opposite side, there's a 4 millimeter there and a 5 millimeter there. So just keep in mind you're going to need both wrenches at the same time, as well as the torque wrench to torque these specs down when you're all done there. All right, so you can see there I put a good amount of the carbon fiber paste in between there. And now I'm going to put the bars on top. And that's just because you're putting a carbon fiber material against another carbon fiber material, and it's going to lessen the chance that they're going to slip. So that's what you want to put in between, a good amount, and then you'll be able to torque the bolts down once those are all in place. All right, as I'm placing the bar up in here, you can already tell there's all these nice markings on here, so you know that you have it centered and where it is on the stem. And then later on, you can adjust before you torque the bolts down the rise and everything of the bar if you want it back more, all depending upon the rider's comfort there. So all those markings are on there already. And I'm going to go ahead and put the face plate on the stem there and get those bolts in. All right, when installing the face plate, you want to make sure that you have an even gap between the top and the bottom before torquing the bolts down. So make sure that as you tighten them, you're not totally tightening them just yet, but you're just bringing them in closer and closer, and you want to make sure that's an even top and bottom. All right, now that they're pretty much, there's an even gap on the top and the bottom, set your torque spec to 5 Newton meters, and I'm going to start with the top here. And I'm going to stop. I haven't snug that all the way down yet. Then I'm going to come down to the bottom right. Haven't snugged that down just yet, all the way to the torque spec. One on the bottom left. And now I'm going to go up to the top and tighten up that one. Once again, not to the torque spec just yet. Okay, now I'm going to go through again. So I'm going to do this top one till I get to my 5 Newton meters, and it's going to stop right there. Go down to the bottom right. Right there, it stopped. Cross to the bottom. It just stopped right there, and now up to the top, and it'll be finally finished there. And there it just stopped. So there's some of the paste that squeezed out during the installation. You can wipe that off, and you're good to go. All right, there it is. The carbon fiber bars and the stem. Both they are RXL SL. Very comfortable, easy to install. Take a look at them. Everything listed is in the description below. Make sure you torque the bolts down to the specified torque specs there, and you'll be good to go. Make sure you don't, when you're replacing the stem, take out the top cap without supporting the fork. So you want to either tie it up, use a strap, some kind of rope or whatever, and make sure that that's secure, otherwise it will drop all the way to the ground, or if it's on a stand, or make sure that you're on the ground already, so it's not going to drop. There it is, take a look at it. Easy installation. Carbon fiber bars are going to make a lot of difference in the stability in the ride out on the mountain bike trails. There you have it. Have a great day.